Hello everyone, today I would like to show you guys how to do the communication between the KUKA robot and the external devices. For example, my PC using the C# font. At first, I will need to get the robot on my network. So if you want to use TCP/IP communication between those devices, especially for the KUKA, you need to use our optional package Ethernet KIL right here. So depending on your cases. So for example, in this case, I have a 0.6 version, so I need to use the Ethernet KIL with the corresponding version, the version 3.1. Then after you add the optional package file into your controller, you need to go to the configuration and programming. For the configuration, you need to go to the folder user common Ethernet KIL. By default, there are no file in here, and you can take a look at the configuration example right here and make your own change by your own wish. So in this case, in this file, what can we do? The first thing we need to do is to specify the IP address of the external devices, in this case in my computer. So in order to check the IP address of your computer, I would like to use the cmd command that ipconfig, yeah, and I will fill it up here. And the next thing is to specify the port number that we use for our communication. It doesn't need to be the same as mine, and you can use any number as you want, ranging from 1 to around 60,000. And the next thing is to specify the numbers that will be used to determine the current connection state. For example, I said the number 666 here, mean the output number 666 will be set to true if the connection is alive, and it will be set to false if the connection is terminated. The next is the receiver and the sender tab. In the receiver, you have here all of the data will be sent from the external devices to the robot controller. In this case, you can see that I also use some of the set flag command. It means that the internal flag inside robot number 14 and the 15 will be set to true if the entire package is arrived, and I will use some of the internal interrupt to reach those package upon those events. And for the sender that is the data will be sent from the robot controller to the external devices. In this case, you can see that I send the data last port. It will have 6 sub variable like x, y, z and abc corresponding to the current Cartesian position of the robot. And for the other variable like status, mode and name, I will show it later in my program. So in order to use this communication in the background, I have to use the subfile. Its name is EKI. So in this program, I will explain a little bit about this. Basically, it's like the background PLC of a robot. It's an eternal loop, and communication only do it if the output number 666 is set to true, it means that the connection has been established. As mentioned before, that I use some internal flag 14 and 15 to read out the value from the array package and assign the parallel to the internal variable like OV program or output number ranging from 1 to 6. And I also use the event of the output number 666 change to set the message on the screen. So after you have finished the programming and the configuration, so you need to deploy the entire project onto the robot controller by hitting this button. Because I have done this setting in advance, so I will skip this step. This step and go directly to testing phase. So you can see here there are no program had been selected because the R section right here is gray. It means currently it is empty. And you can see that there are two sub-diagrams running in the background. The SPS is the default program, and I have added the other one like EKI.sub in my communication program, and it is running. And the current state of this communication is initializing. So if I want to use this communication and switching it to connected mode, I have to open the port on my PC. For example, I use the software called Hercules, and I open the port right here as you have already specified in the configuration file. Here, listen. So you can see that it switched to connected mode and data is streaming like this. As you can see here, all the data is coded by XML format, and we need to use a special tool to get the specific data from this string. And it will be shown in a next video.